Hey guys, welcome back to the CulePodcast. Welcome back to another video. On today's video, we're going to be talking about the official confirmation of Marc Guiu. We're going to be talking about Alex Valle. We're going to be talking about Hector Fort, and then lastly, we're going to give a brief update on Ansu Fati. But guys, before I get started on the video, make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. Everything's posted down below in the description. Go over there and check me out. That way, you guys can stay up to date with everything that I do on the channel. But guys, let's get straight into it. Let's talk about the official confirmation that Marc Guiu is going to be heading to Chelsea. Now, I've talked about this on the channel before, and it was only a matter of time before Marc Guiu was going to head over to Chelsea officially. He did have his medicals a couple of days ago, and it was all but confirmed. We just needed the club and Chelsea to both announce that Marc Guiu was going to be heading over to England, and it has been confirmed. This is Marc Guiu's farewell message on Instagram. Culés, when I started my journey at Barca at just 7 years old, I couldn't imagine the experiences I was going to have wearing the Blaugrana shirt. It has been 11 spectacular years with many goals, triumphs, and joys that have made me grow as a person and as a player. Now it's my turn to say see you soon. This has been the most difficult decision of my life. I know it won't be easy, as nothing has been during my career, but I think it's the professional path I had to choose. Barca will always be by my side. This feeling will not change no matter what happens. I hope that in the future our paths will meet again and that Barca can win many titles and achieve many successes. From a distance, I will celebrate like one more goal. The truth is that I can only have words of thanks for the club that trained me. For this, I would like to thank the entire Barca family, coaches, and coordinators who have helped me, taught me, and supported me so much. To the therapists and doctors for the attention and express recoveries, to the staff of La Masia, educators, taxi drivers for taking care of me, and for passing on values that I will always carry within me. To the fans who encouraged me from day one, thank you all so much, and especially to each and every one of my colleagues and friends for so many smiles and so many games we won together. Some of them will always be my family. I will be supporting you from a distance, now and always. VISCA Barca. And that was Marc Guiu's farewell message. He basically said thank you to everyone. He also basically expressed his gratitude, and he looked back at his time during Barcelona, and Marc Guiu's decision to leave Barcelona, it's obviously in the search of minutes, and obviously Chelsea, they are offering more money to Marc Guiu, and as a footballer, it's completely understandable why you would want to move to a club that's offering you bigger money. After all, this is a sport, this is a job really, and at the end of the day, it is a job, and so you basically have to earn money to basically put food on the table. But guys, that was Marc Guiu. He is officially heading to Chelsea. Chelsea, they have paid the $6 million release clause, and we wish Marc Guiu all the very best. But now, guys, I'm going to be talking about Hector Fort. Like Hector Fort, he's recently renewed his contract, and right now, Deportivo Alaves, they're basically inquiring, they're asking Barcelona about the possibility of getting Hector Fort on loan. Now, Barcelona, with so many other players, they want all the players to do the preseason so Hansi Flick can keep an eye on them and just basically see if they fit into his plans. And Hector Fort is no exception. Hansi Flick, he wants to see Hector Fort in preseason and then decide if he wants for him to remain in the first team or to go out on loan. And if Hector Fort he does go out on loan, it's because the player is in search for more minutes. But Hector Fort, he's had a fantastic debut season. I know he didn't have the explosion that, for example, Ecopao Cobarci or Lamine Yamal did, but Hector Fort has been absolutely solid whenever he has been called up upon. And if he is, a backup right back, a backup left back, which we are going to talk about Alex Valle, who would be the backup left back to Alejandro Balde, I think this would be a fantastic, role for Hector Fort, who's still very young, who'd be playing the majority of the games for Barcelona Athletic. But in those games where we do need to rotate, Hector Fort would be called into the first team. And this is, I think, the perfect situation for Hector Fort to grow under Alejandro Balde. and to basically give some rest to Jules Koundé as the right back. And I think a player who can play on both flanks is absolutely vital for this team. And hopefully, no, he doesn't leave on loan to Deportivo Alaves. But now, guys, I'm going to be talking about another fullback, and I'm going to be talking about Alex Valle because his contract does expire in 2025. And Barcelona, they currently have a clause in his contract that allow it to renew automatically, which would increase his release clause to 30 million euros and would increase his salary to over 1 million euros. But if Barcelona they don't activate this clause by the end of August the 1st, then that release clause, that 8 million release clause that he currently has, will drop down to 3. And looking at how Marc Guiu has gone for 6th, we would be letting go of a player such as Alex Valle, who had a really good season for Levante, for only 3 million euros, and that's something that Barcelona they do not want to have. And so just like so many other players, Alex Valle will be doing the preseason under Hansi Flick. And Hansi Flick, just like with Hector Fort and so many others, he will be having an eye on Alex Valle, and he will be basically doing the same thing and deciding on whether Alex Valle he can have a place in the first team. And if he does have a place in the first team, he would be a backup to Alejandro Balde. And if Barcelona, for example, if they keep Hector Fort, if they keep Alex Valle, then where does that leave Joao Cancelo? Because Joao Cancelo is not a Barcelona player, and if Man City do not let Barcelona have basically give Barcelona another loan for Joao Cancelo, then the situation can be very difficult for the Joaos, and then it'd basically be Alex Valle and Hector Fort being the substitutes. But at the same time, do you want to put your faith in youngsters? That's all up to Hansi Flick. But no, guys, I'm going to give you a brief update on Ansu Fati, and we basically talked about it before. Barcelona, they don't really count on Ansu Fati. Hansi Flick, he wants to see him during preseason. Ansu Fati, he wants to stay and he wants to do the preseason. He's motivated. But the thing is, that Barcelona, they are looking for exit routes for Ansu Fati right now. Sevilla, they were interested in Ansu Fati, and as well as Olympique Marseille, but they have not made any moves for Ansu Fati. And Ansu Fati's future is also tied in with the future of Joao Felix, because there are limited spots in that attack, and Barcelona, they can't sign everyone as the FFP doesn't allow it. And so Ansu Fati, he will have a chance in preseason, but it's going to be really, really hard for Ansu Fati to basically convince Hansi Flick of anything. And it looks like Ansu Fati's time at Barcelona is over. But guys, that was it for the Barcelona news of the day. Definitely let me know your thoughts on everything I discussed on today's video. What do you guys make of Marc Guiu officially heading over to Chelsea? And what would you guys do in regards to Hector Fort? Would you guys, basically send him out on loan, have him, develop in and basically have a ton of first-team football? Or would you say, hey, he's already played a lot of first-team minutes, let's have him continue and grow at Barcelona? But guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Peace out.